Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK Journey video. So we just got the release of the new Model Hero Galahad skill trailer. We're gonna go ahead, jump right into it and break it down, but I am hyped for this.
We're together. Once again.
Ah, Gala. She has waited so long for this moment. Ever since
She has a range of 10, that is important, like map wide.
Gala joined the Arcane Council, she's been training under the first Merlin and me. Never once did she slack off, and now, she's a mage who can hold her own in any fight. She spends all her time studying time magic.
Specialize in Dream Realm and Supreme Arena, so we may have a meta Dream Realm hero. I am excited for that if that is the case. Supreme Arena as well. She has synergy with energy boosters like Hugin, Elijah and Lila, Pandora, and who doesn't? Like, I mean, for PvP, everyone synergizes with Siren.
For the reason, well, I'm sure you know better than anyone. You must be proud of how far she's come, right? Right. You haven't actually seen what she's become yet, have you? I hate to admit it, but her magical prowess is almost on my level. Almost. When Gala casts Temporal Field, she uses some of her energy to strike all enemies once. Then she starts forming a magic circle beneath her. While it's forming, she keeps using energy every second to hold it together. Once it's complete, she stops using her energy and gains haste. While the circle is forming, every time it reaches a certain power level, enemies inside lose both haste and movement speed. Gala stands at the center of the circle during the summon. Whenever she casts a skill there, a shadow of herself is summoned later and casts that same skill again.
So she has a shadow to recast her skills. That is crazy, especially if she has high damage output in her skills. So there's a lot to unpack with her ultimate ability. I mean, it is going to consume energy and it will be a delayed, basically, formation of her magic circle. But when it is formed, then it looks like she is going to summon a shadow of herself to recast her abilities, and also she is going to gain haste and reduce enemies' haste as well.
I'll never forget the first time she cast Temporal Field. Even the first Merlin was amazed. On the battlefield, Gala knows exactly how to use her magic to turn the fight in her favor. She can immobilize and strike the enemy who has dealt the most cumulative damage. The immobilized enemy can no longer move or act, and they lose health based on how much healing they've received before being immobilized. When fighting against bosses, the health loss becomes a fixed amount instead.
So she has health loss damage, HP loss damage. It will be a fixed amount against bosses. Okay, so that already, depending on the multipliers, could make her meta for Endless Dream Realm. And the fact that she will be able to summon a shadow version of herself to, I'm assuming, recast this ability, that is going to be just basically potentially up to 2 times the damage output. Now, if we do look back at her ultimate ability, it did say that she was going to, her shadow would have a portion. The shadow inherits a portion of Galahad's stats, so probably not 100%, but some portion of that, and it just depends on the damage multiplier of her skill.
Her attack range and unleashes a series of attacks on all enemies within range. That immobilizing spell of hers is quite impressive. I wonder where she learned it. Gala also keeps a constant watch over her allies' safety. She casts a protection spell on the weakest ally, granting them a shield that lasts for a duration. When the shield expires, it deals damage to nearby enemies.
I mean, shield plus dealing damage on its expiration, nothing amazing, honestly. And also, when you're talking about Dream Realm, that is not an ability you really like to see, because you don't need that additional survival, especially for endless difficulty bosses. You just need everything as possible in your kit to ramp up your own damage output or the damage of your team.
By enemies. After mastering time magic, Gala gains the ability to recreate past events. When a battle starts, she marks the ally closest to her.
Look at this. The shadow actually is spawned before she completely channels her magic circle. So is it just that she needs to cast her ultimate and then immediately that shadow is going to spawn?
past events. When a Gala gains the ability to recreate past events. When a battle starts, she marks the ally closest to her. When her magic circle is fully formed for the first time, she summons a shadow of the ally she marked.
Wow.
The shadow is an echo of what they were at the start of the battle. That shadow remains for a while, inheriting part of the ally's basic stats and starting with extra energy.
Okay, so it is also going to be a shadow summon of your chosen ally, but it is only for a set period of time. As you guys saw there, there's basically going to be a timer on top of the head of the Iron, the shadow Iron, which was summoned. And I believe when this timer runs out, he is going to be no more. And this is only the first time she actually completes her magic circle. So just having an additional, like, few, I don't know how many seconds, 10 seconds, 15 seconds of basically uptime of a shadow copy of one of your heroes, I don't think that is game changing enough. Like, I definitely understand the fact that her shadow seems to be with her maybe for the whole battle, and if her HP loss damage is high enough, that's really good. But like duplicating an ally, it could be really massive if it was that duplication or that clone would remain for the whole battle. But if it's only for a set period of time, that is a bit awkward, and it's only after she fully channels her magic circle, which in PvP is also awkward because there's no guarantee she's gonna fully channel before dying.
The shadow is an echo of what they were at the start of the battle.
And also, to mention, it is going to be probably copying the stats at the start of battle. So not maybe the boosted stats of the hero that they could currently have. Like a hero like Hurok, it's not like you're going to get the Hurok clone as ramped up as he currently is.
That shadow remains for a while, inheriting part of the ally's basic stats and starting with extra energy. When Gala casts time,
I mean, extra energy can be interesting for like another ultimate cast, maybe some AFK stage usage.
Recast, with her temporal field fully formed, Magister Merlin's skills grant stronger, longer-lasting buffs. And on top of that, every time Magister Merlin casts a skill, a shadow appears nearby to cast that skill again.
So there's just all of the shadow. Even Merlin is going to get a shadow to recast his artifact to make it stronger. Now, artifacts in Dream Realm, they are impactful. They are powerful. Like, for example, every season there is one important artifact. However, like, recasting it usually isn't necessary. Like, when we even look at the Aerostrom artifact we have, when it triggers, the damage really isn't what you care about. Is that the effect, which is that you're going to get for 6 seconds bonus HP loss damage taken by the target. So if you just re-trigger that you're still not going to be able to stack it or anything. It's still going to be a 6-second duration, and like you trigger it fast enough on your own. But stronger buffs, longer lasting buffs, definitely, depending on the numbers, it could make her meta as well. Obviously, this is a powerful thing for Dream Realm. Don't get me wrong, but recasting like with the shadow version of himself, that specifically usually is not going to be make or break for an artifact, right? So after basically she casts her first ultimate, that is going to then channel the full magic circle, and then subsequent ultimate casts are going to power up the artifact, and causing only a portion of the original HP loss of Shadow Merlin will appear. Okay.
Gala's always wanted to fight by her side again, and now that she's here, you can.
What I'm interested to see, well, first of all, why are these heroes so huge? Are they huge because of the boosted artifact effect? Like, our own allies have become huge right now. But what I'm interested is there going to be any other way she's going to duplicate or clone her ally? Or is it only that one-off thing the first time your magic circle completely charges?
See just how much effort she's put in to make that happen. With her exceptional magical talent, Gala can cast a wide range of spells, from immobilizing key enemies to shielding vulnerable allies. Those shadows she summons, they're unpredictable, and they pack a serious punch in battle. Her magic aligns perfectly with yours, as if the resonance has traveled across time to reach this battlefield.
Okay, so you guys saw the basically time you need to wait for the magic circle to fully charge, and that is a bit problematic for PvP. Like in PvP, I could just imagine her being killed before she even fully channels it. Obviously though, for Dream Realm, you're going to be able to channel it uninterrupted for PvE content, and then of course, she's going to get her maximum value. Overall, I am really impressed with Gala, but mainly for Dream Realm. I don't know what to expect. It will depend on her HP loss damage multiplier that we know is one of her skills. And But basically this circle will only buff her own haste, but that will allow her to cycle her cooldowns basically more quickly, her skill casting, and that is her HP loss damage as well.
Her magic circle can tip the balance of battle, often when no one sees it coming. We've been all about pushing the limits of magic, clashing with gods, and yeah, we've hit more than a few bumps along the way. But we never let trouble slow us down for long. In battle, Gala summons shadows of herself and her allies through her magic circle and lets them fight alongside her. Meanwhile, keep an eye on Gala's position, making sure she can form that circle and unleash her full range of spells. Whether it's a fast assault or a drawn-out brawl, she handles it like a seasoned mage. Magic's second nature to her, and with me guiding her, she's been leveling up faster than ever. The only problem is her debate skills are catching up just as quickly. Lately, she's even managed to get the first Merlin to take her side in a few of our arguments. It's giving me a headache. I do wonder, will she act the same way around you? Anyway, reunions like this don't happen every day. You'd better savor every second of it.
Okay guys, so we have Gala trailer, skill trailer breakdown, and overall I do think she is going to be an interesting hero to watch out for Dream Realm. I do think they're going to be AFK stage applications as well, because it seems like the ally that she is going to get that clone of, or basically when her magic circle is fully charged, they're going to be starting with some additional energy. That is what is mentioned. So for example, if it is an impactful hero for AFK stages, like maybe Saida or something, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but like there is value there. So looking at her exclusive skill, when a battle starts, Galahad marks the ally closest to her. Now, if multiple allies are equally close, she prioritizes the one position closest to her back. Closest to her back, so behind her? I don't know, because the hex that she shows right here is in front of her. That's all that I can see. I don't know if it's related to this. But anyway, overall, yeah, the shadow stays on the battlefield for a period of time, inheriting part of the ally's basic stats and starting with higher initial energy, which can be value. Like we saw Lily May being cloned as a shadow, or even Iron being cloned for AFK stages could have some value. Overall, that is interesting, but most interesting is going to be her Dream Realm damage potential, because she is going to be an HP loss damage dealer with one of her skills. She'll be able to completely sustain the clone of herself. The clone version of herself seems to be there for the whole battle. And that is going to be very strong if her multipliers are high enough. Apart from that, what did she provide to the team? She enhances the buffs of the Merlin's artifact buffs. And that can also be powerful. It depends what the numbers are going to be. Like if, for example, Elderbow spell gives you, or sorry, not Elderbow, Aerostorm gives you like, I don't know how much it gives, 15% attack. If that is buffed to 30% attack, that is going to be game breaking, right? So depending on the enhancement of the buff value, depending on the amount of damage, like basically multiplier she has on her own HP loss damage, that can really make her a meta hero for Dream Realm. Now for pre-endless Dream Realm, I don't think there's a chance, honestly speaking, because she mainly has HP loss damage, right? There's no true damage, and it doesn't seem like she has crazy multipliers or anything like that, and so probably just going to be an endless, potentially Dream Realm damage dealer. But the good news is we're going to be able to see it immediately as soon as she is released, because we are in endless, we are deep into endless of Dream Realm, and so like she's going to be coming on Pioneer server for testing, but also when we have her on release, just in the first few days, we're going to see, is she valuable in endless or not? And so that's also the good news, and we'll be able to decide about her. For PvP, I'm not convinced, because the first number one thing, she has to cast her ultimate to begin with, to begin even channeling these effects. Then number two, after casting her ultimate, she needs to fully charge her magic circle, which is also a delay. And she doesn't have any major survival in her kit other than shielding one of her allies, not even necessarily herself. She's just going to be blown up in PvP. I think she's too slow. She kind of has that Valara issue in PvP. Now, of course, it would be amazing if you could get her to like to clone one of your allies and clone herself and have that all work out. But in PvP, realistically, that's just not going to happen. So for PvP, I really don't think she's going to have much potential. But for AFK stages, I think there could be use, basically for PvE content where she can get the full value from her kit. I can see how it could be useful. And I find it a bit strange they didn't tag her as AFK stages, because I really feel like from her kit is more leaning towards Dream Realm and AFK stages, just like a completely PvE focused hero. But anyway guys, let me know your thoughts about Galahad in the comment section. Are you planning to recruit for her? Is there anything else you feel that I missed? Feel free to let me know in the comment section. But I am overall excited. Obviously, she is one of the most anticipated heroes of the season. I hope that she is going to be meta for Endless Dream Realm. But that will depend on, of course, her numbers, as it always does with damage dealers. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you think about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video in a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. And you can actually bookmark or favorite that link in your web browser or your mobile device. And whenever you're planning to make a purchase, just return to that bookmark link, make the purchase. It will support me and will be greatly appreciated. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.